Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 5, Episode 10, In-Laws in Order. So just going to get right on to it. First couple I want to talk is Holly and Wayne. So in this episode, um, Wayne decides to take Holly to a nice restaurant. They're 2 days out before they get married and stuff. And Wayne and Holly had that big fight because of Wayne's financial situation. So he decides to bring Holly to a fancy restaurant to discuss how worse his situation is, his financial situation is. And Holly is just like, I lived a poor life most of my life. I don't want to live a poor life anymore. And I promised myself I would not make myself poor again. And she was like, she was like questioning the relationship because like she wants her man to support her. And Wayne said that if he has to, he'll get 2 to 3 jobs if he can. And that sounds all well and good, but he said that he didn't tell her about this situation because he'll be afraid that she wouldn't have came. Well, honesty is the best policy, dude. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Honesty is the best policy. So yeah, that was all we've seen out of them. Basically. The next couple I want to talk is Danielle and Johan. So Danielle and Johan, they are trying to have a baby, and they're trying to have a baby naturally and stuff now. When we last saw Danielle and Johan, Danielle was criticizing Johan's family because of how their kids like stay up all night and stuff and everything. So in this episode, Johan brings a translator out to eat with him and Danielle to discuss so there's nothing lost in translation about what they want to do when it comes to having a baby. Now, Danielle once again made me mad with the comment that she made. Johan brings this older lady who's a translator and everything. Danielle gives her the look and everything. And Johan said that she's gonna be translating us for this conversation. And Danielle gonna be like, oh, great. That's a relief, because I thought this was a girl that you probably wanted me to have a threesome with. And I'm like, how rude. How rude. That translator one looked like a church woman, in my opinion. She looked like a church woman, in my opinion. And Danielle just gonna make a comment like that? Like, what does she see her husband as? Like, that was just uncalled for. And like, what is going on in her mind or whatever and everything? Like, she always like says some rude things and then be like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. Like when she said about Johan's like family raising their kids and stuff, she wouldn't go back and say, oh, I didn't mean it like that. It came out wrong in the car. I didn't mean it that way. But then she turns around and says, oh, I thought this woman was going to be a person you wanted me to have a threesome with. Like, who thinks of stuff like that? Like, that is, like I said, that woman looked like a church lady. So they had their conversation about the time frame of wanting to have kids. Danielle they both agreed that they're going to try to do it naturally for a little while longer to see if they can still have a baby naturally and stuff. All right, whatever. But yeah, that part didn't bother me, didn't faze me. Just her comment up to the translator, and the translator just like rolled her eyes about that. So yeah, that was Danielle and Johan. Next couple I want to talk is Kenny and Armando. So Kenny and Armando, same thing. They're battling about if they should have a baby or not. They're in Mexico City because Kenny wants to live there so bad. And in this episode, Armando's mom took Hannah back to the city that she spends her summers at and everything. So Kenny and Armando, after all this crying and disagreeing, they decide to go out to the gay bar. And they go into the gay bar, and just so Armando could loosen up a little bit, one of those male dancers gives Armando a lap dance or whatever. Kenny's not jealous about it. Armando is like secretly enjoying it, trying not to disrespect Kenny in any kind of way. And I mean, that was it basically. Not much went on with that. Armando said he enjoyed that time. He much needed it to come out of his shell a little bit. It is what it is. They look like they had a good time at that gay bar. So that was that. The next couple I want to talk is Sarper and Shekinah. So we didn't see Sarper, but we saw Shekinah. So Shekinah and her sister were packing up and everything, and the sisters, Shekinah's sister, is going to be taking her to the airport. And, and the sister was just like, I still got my concerns about him commenting about what you should wear and stuff and everything. And I actually agree with the sister, because for someone who's been with 2,500 women, he has no right to tell Shekinah what to wear and stuff and everything. So, but anyway, Shekinah's all excited because she's moving to Turkey to be with Sarper and everything. So the sister helps her pack and everything. They go to the airport. We also got to meet Shekinah's daughter. And Shekinah's daughter, as we mentioned last week, she's in boarding school. And with her being in boarding school, she's like back and forth everywhere and everything. She says she loves it and stuff. And like the mother-daughter relationship is a friendly relationship or whatever. But it's a little too friendly, in my opinion, for that age. I'm fine with mother and daughters, like once they're grown, like having a great like friendship or whatever, like being besties and stuff. But the girl's still a minor and stuff, so just like some conversations. I understand that she kind of wants to teach her early, but some conversations can wait and stuff. This girl's only 15 years old, and she said she's seen her mom go through so many relationships that failed and everything, and she just wants the best for her mom and stuff. And so she, the daughter had heard the conversation with Shekinah and her sister about what Sarper wanted her to wear and stuff and everything, and that changed her perspective on Sarper. She was like, I liked him first, but after I heard that conversation, I'm not sure about him now and stuff and everything. So I don't know. So they go to the airport. First, the daughter goes. It says, and she kind of gives her daughter a goodbye hug and whatever, saying, I'm going to be okay. We're going to make this work and everything. Like, I know you see me struggle with guys and stuff, but I'm telling you, this is going to work. I really hope so, Shekinah, because this guy, I'm not so sure about this guy. I'm really not sure. So then she goes back off to boarding school, and then Shekinah goes off to Turkey. Shekinah mentioned that the sister will come in like in a week to Turkey to see how she's doing and stuff. So we'll see how that goes when she's finally with Sarper. Sarper claims he's been loyal to Shekinah for 79 days compared to 2,500 women. I don't even know how you have that stamina for all them women, dude. So we'll see about that. So yeah, that was Sarper and Shekinah. And the last couple we want to talk is Kimberly and TJ. So they're a couple days out from the wedding as well. Now, the last couple weeks, we've been seeing Kimberly and TJ's family, and especially the brother Yash, like fighting and stuff, and about culture differences, basically. And so in this episode, like, they're still mad about Kimberly's holes in her jeans and stuff. So TJ comes in and says that's how the argument started and everything. And TJ's just over it. He's just like wants to take her and just go. Kimberly's definitely over it. She's like, I grew up in a toxic home. I do not want to be part of this family. I'm only doing this for TJ. So they're still arguing and everything. And then like Yash, TJ's brother, comes up to Kimberly and TJ as they were leaving, because they're a couple days out from the wedding, and apparently in Hindi culture, you have to be like a couple days. You can't. The bride and groom can't see each other for a couple days before the wedding, unless it's like wedding events and stuff. So Kimberly is going to a hotel for a couple days where she'll meet with her parents that are coming in and everything. As they were leaving, Yash comes up and he wanted to shake her hand and stuff, and she was like, no, I don't need you to touch me. Do not touch me. I don't want nothing from you. And Yash was like, well, why are you acting all extra? There's like a bomb exploded or whatever and everything. So, and she was like, I don't need you to touch me and everything. And then, and Yash was like, oh, here she go again. And TJ was like, just leave it, just leave it. And Kimberly said, he owes me an apology. I don't want him touching me. He owes me an apology. And he ain't gonna give her an apology. So Kimberly is at the hotel now, goes to the hotel, and her dad and her stepmom come. And, she first shows them around really happy and stuff. And then she has a meltdown. And she explained what happened since she's been back in India. They first talked about that argument that she had with TJ about that apartment. Then the fight with Yash and everything. And the dad was like, this is a tough situation. And, we could postpone the wedding. But if it's not going to work out with you and TJ, we're going to buy you a ticket back home. And that's basically it. We'll buy you a ticket back home if we have to. So she's really thinking about that, because she says she does not want to live in a toxic environment again. So yeah, and I don't blame her. But my opinion on Kimberly and TJ's okay. He's okay. I don't like the brother, and I'm not a fan of Kimberly. I think they're both wrong. I think Kimberly is too aggressive, but Yash is really ignorant. So I think they're both wrong, and TJ is definitely stuck in the middle. So I actually feel a little bit bad for TJ, a little bit bad, just a little bit. So and honestly, in my opinion, I don't even think they're gonna get married. I really don't think they're gonna get married at all. And that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. Before I go, today broke the news, 90 Day Fiancé, the original 90 Days, the original 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 is coming in a couple weeks, and we got the couples, and I'm going to read them off to you. So, I saw the trailer this afternoon for 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. I was so excited because it's the original one, and this is where it all began. Can't believe we're in 10 seasons now. Hard to believe, this show started 9 to 10 years ago and stuff. So I'm going to read you the 7 couples that we got. The first couple, as I predicted all along, we've been seeing this couple from before the 90 days, and that's Gina and Jasmine. As I said in the video yesterday, Jasmine will be at the tell-all for B90 that we'll see not this week, but next week. So apparently she got her visa. Well, her and Gina are going to be on regular 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. I'm not going to read you their bio because we know their bio. So Jasmine has gotten her K1 visa approved, and she's moving from Panama to Michigan to live with Gina. We'll see how that goes. All right, other couples. We got Sophie, who's 23, and Robert, who's 32. Sophie plans to move from the United Kingdom to LA to be with Robert. However, she's expecting the typical Hollywood lifestyle that her boyfriend may not be able to give her. Interesting. Oh boy. Next couple, we have Manuel, who's 34, and Ashley, who's 31. Manuel and Ashley met each other at a New Year's Eve party in Ecuador over 10 years ago. Now that they reconnected, Manuel is looking to move to the United States after the couple's lengthy period of long distance. Interesting. Next couple is Nick and Devin. Nick and Devin first met on Tinder before he applied for a K1 visa to move from Australia to the United States after only 3 weeks of being in person. Next couple, I seen the trailer. This is going to be a fun couple. Justin, 36, and Nikki, 47. Nikki and Justin met on a Moldovan dating site 17 years ago before losing touch. After Justin could not accept Nikki's transgender identity. Oh. The couple has since gotten back together, and Nikki is looking to move to the United States. So when I saw the trailer, it looks Justin and Nikki had a K1 visa before, and then they broke up, and now they're trying it again. So we'll see how that goes. Next couple is Annalie and Clayton. Annalie 26, Clayton 29. Annalie and Clayton connected on a language app, and now Annalie has decided to move from Peru to Kentucky. However, Clayton still lives with his mother and has no plans to move out. In the trailer, I saw that Clayton lives with a lot of pigs and hamsters, and he has his mother living in a closet. No, seriously, his mother is living in a closet. It's sad. It was sad. It was disgusting. And the last couple is Citra 26 and Sam 30. I did not see them on the trailer, but both Citra and her father are traveling from Indonesia to the United States to live with Sam. However, Sam has a messy past that may not win over Citra's father for his blessing. Fans will have to wait until 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 premieres Sunday, October 8th at 8 o'clock Eastern on TLC. So, yeah, so that's the couples for 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. So here's where we're at. I just recapped the other way. We still got one more episode of Before the 90 Days on Sundays, and then a two-part tell-all. Then after that, we'll head into 90 Day Fiancé. On Mondays, we're still in The Other Way, and then we're also still in The Last Resort. I'm guessing after The Other Way ends, we'll probably have The Single Life. We have not had a trailer yet for The Single Life. I don't know what's happening on Mondays. I personally thought that after Before the 90 Days ends, I thought that The Other Way would move up from Monday to Sundays and to finish out the season before we started season 10 in December or something. But I was wrong. So yeah, we got a lot of newer 90 Day Fiancés coming out, guys. I'll be here to recap them. I love doing these recaps, so be sure you guys watch them. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Once again, I'm not going to recap this week's episode of The Last Resort, because The Last Resort, I'll just give you a little quick rundown. Until it gets really good, like these last couple of weeks have just been, like, whatever. We left off with Kelly and Molly talking about their issues and crying and all that, trying to get it together. It's just up and down with them. Kalani, Angela, and Yara met up at the beach to talk about their homework from the sex therapy from a week ago. And Kalani is lied to Asuela. Kalani said that she is not thinking about the other guy that she was with, but she really is. And everything. Yara confronted Angela about waking her up when she came in a party with Jovi and stuff and everything. Surprisingly, Angela didn't flip out and everything. And Ed and Liz went to like a little private session. Ed was like pretty much hypnotizing. The doctor told him to think about something in your past life or stuff. It was a little weird. And he said something about a leprechaun that I didn't really get and stuff. So I don't know about that. And Kelly, Jovi, and Asuelu, they went out to get drinks. And Jovi and Kelly said that they're going to take Asuelu to a strip club and stuff. And I'm like, if you're going to do that, y'all better be on guard. Because remember what happened last time he went to a club. So yeah, that was basically it. What happened with The Last Resort. There was nothing. And it's been nothing exciting after the first couple weeks. So once the episodes get back into the dig deeper things, I'll recap the videos separately. So until then, I'll just stick with it with the Other Way videos. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. So much has happened on The Other Way. Kimberly and TJ's family. Kenny and Armando. I'm glad Armando broke out of his shell. Danielle and Johan. I'm tired of Danielle smart out of the comments. Holly and Wayne. I really hope Wayne can get his act together and get a job and stuff. We did not see Brandon and Mary or Kirsten and Julio. And Sharper and Shekinah, I really hope Sharper changes. So anyway, guys, that is it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on next week to recap the season finale of Before the 90 Days. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.